Hey there guys, I am Sonic Ghost and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Last time, we left off with the great Deku Tree saying he has a curse inside of him and wants us to go inside and free him from this curse, so I think we should go ahead and do just that. And here we are inside the Deku Tree, our first dungeon in the game. Now, as you can see, this place is a pretty small dungeon, so it's very fitting for our first dungeon. But there are two items you're going to see reoccurring throughout this game. They are the dungeon map and the compass. The dungeon map will basically tell you what rooms you have or have not visited. Then the compass will tell you where you are in a room, and plus how many treasure chests are in that room. So those are very helpful items, and you'll see them reoccurring in each dungeon from here on out. Now, as for this dungeon itself, it's a pretty small and easy dungeon, so it's very fitting to be the first dungeon that you encounter in this game. It probably won't take you all that long to complete this dungeon, maybe 15-20 minutes at the most. This place isn't all that bad, it's very easy actually, and like I said, very fitting to be your first dungeon. Now I want to thank my friend Richard for making me this map. He'll be making all the maps here for the series from here on out, so thank you Richard once again, this is really helping me out. Anyways, on with the episode. And here we go, inside the Deku Tree, our first dungeon. So let's just get things started by first taking out these guys. I haven't shown their enemy names, they're Deku Babas. And they give you Deku Sticks, or they can give you Deku Nuts, which that one won't, but I think this one here does. Yes, he does! And this is our introduction to the Deku Nuts. Hooray! Which are basically just blind enemies. And Navi has to say, you can see down below this web. I did not know that. Sarcasm included. So you can see that's where we want to go, but we can't do anything about it right now. Get more Deku Nuts while we're at it. So let's just go up. And this place isn't all that big actually for your first dungeon. This is probably one of the easiest first dungeons I remember playing through on that Zelda game as a kid as. I didn't have much problem with this at all. But over here, we'll just see what this treasure is, and we already get our first major item, which I believe this is the map. Why, yes it is. So now we get to see the other rooms here in the dungeon, just like always. The vines growing on it give us a rough surface. Maybe you can climb it. Yes, we can, but we don't want to climb that wall because of the enemies. Can't do anything about that just at the moment, but we will be able to in a sec. Oh, here's the obvious comments. You can open a door by pressing A. Pay attention to what the action icon says. That's the icon on the top of the screen. Either green if you're playing the GameCube version, or blue if you're playing the N64 or Virtual Console version of this game. And hey, well, we already have practice of doing this. You know, from getting that upgrade from the last episode here. Forgive me, Master. If I give you a clue, will you let me go? Maybe. When you jump off a high cliff, if you hold the control stick forward, you will roll on the ground when you land and won't get hurt. Most of the time. I can't guarantee it'll work though, through a cliff is really, really high. Like I said, most of the time. It just leaves behind a heart for some reason. I don't need it, but okay. And let's just go over here. And, well, now we can't get back over here because there's no platform. So we'll just get this item here and see what we get. And just slowly walk to it. Why not? Just for the fun of it. And we already got our item in this dungeon, a fairy slingshot. Only 3 minutes in the episode and we already have something. Well, it's probably 4 minutes with that map included in the beginning. Okay, yes, we get this. If you want that— oh, come on! We don't need this big of an introduction to a slingshot. We all know how a slingshot works. You take it. And if you look at this bridge, Navi says— I mean, not this bridge, this ladder. Looks like an old ladder. Really? But Navi basically would just lock onto it for you and boom, shoot it down. Now we're able to go back. But I want to see, is there anything up here? Because I think there's a treasure up here we can get. Oh, yes there is. Well, it's a good thing I'm checking this. Oh wow, that's useless. Our heart when we haven't even taken a single hit yet. And that's rolling in action if you fall. But like that enemy said, if you jump off too high of a cliff, you won't even roll at all. You'll just take your damage, which is only like 1 heart of damage anyway, so it's not that bad. But now since we have ourselves a slingshot, we can take care of these enemies and start going up the wall here. Because for the most part, I don't think you can kill those guys actually, unless you can somehow hit them maybe with your sword or your Deku sticks or something. So that's all those guys all taken care of. And now we'll just make our way to the top floor. Yes, the climbing here kinda takes a while. So luckily we don't have to do that all that much. And we're gonna just go in this door. You can jump down right now and go back to the first floor, but we're not gonna do that just yet. Instead, we're gonna do this. Let's go through this room. So let's go get that treasure first. We'll see. What is this? Another big treasure chest. Must be important. And it is. It's the compass. Hooray. And you see there's one more treasure chest in here. We can get that. So that'll basically show you your location and what the treasure are, how many treasure chests are in this room. And if you haven't caught on by now, the basic way a treasure chest works in this game is if it's a big treasure chest, it's an important item. But if it's a small treasure chest, it's either something not really all that important or keys. So let's go get that treasure now. And you see that spider back there, we're gonna kill him as well, but he's pretty important actually. Oh wow, another heart, come on. Oh wow, I could have used that heart now. As you can see, this is a gold Skulltula. There are 100 of these guys in the game, and they can be found in both the overworld and in dungeons like this. So we're gonna be collecting those all. That's gonna be one of the hardest things about this game, and it's also something I've never done before. I have seen the reward for getting all 100 of these guys, but the most I've ever really collected is like 80 something. So there's gonna be a first for both of us. And if I pause after I catch a gold Skulltula or something, it's because I'm checking it off on the list, because I know I'm gonna forget which ones I got and which ones I haven't if I don't have a list. Okay, so now what we can do is we want to jump on that web, so let's go do that. Oh yeah, that was a nice jump. As you can see, that can just rip it right off. And now we have to go down here. I want to make sure you're not going to knock me in the water first. And there's another gold Skulltula right here. We'll get him as well. Come on. There we go. And this is gold Skulltula number 2. And there's another one in this room, I believe. There's actually 2 you can get right here. Yep, there's his brother. Now this one's kind of tricky to get actually after you kill it. And if it doesn't hit me, I'll be able to show it. You have to actually jump up here. And we'll hit the switch first. That just turns on that torch. But we have to... You don't fall for one. What you want to do is make sure you're angled just right at it. And then roll. There you go. You gotta just jump right for him. Alright, so let me just shut those guys off really quick. Actually, I'll do that in just a second here. We'll get this treasure chest here, actually. That'd be a better idea. If you can walk into it, that would help me. Oh, what's with all the hearts? Jeez. Well, what, they think this part of the game is hard? Alright, so we want to just get your sticks, light it, and just burn this web here. And that's good. So let's go in this room. Another one of you guys. Wow. Like we haven't seen enough of these. Please forgive me, master. How am I a master to all these guys when they don't know me? So you're gonna teach me something cool? You never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Pretty easy to remember. And you are a traitor if you just told me that, dude. But the doors didn't unlock. Well, you gotta shoot this eye. Just like that. Now we're good. And now this is the first time we get to swim. Hooray! After you go in the water, hold down A, you can dive. Yes, I do know that, Nabby. As So you want to go over here and dive to hit the switch. I'm gonna wait a second here, make sure that platform's on the other side before I hit it. Okay, now we're good. Maybe we can make it just before this thing leaves. Nope, lost my chance. Dang, I thought I was gonna get that. Come on. Made it. So basically now we just get to wait until we ride to the other side. Oh great, another one of you guys, huh? Well, let me see here. I'm just doing this now while I was waiting, checking off my Gold Skull tool list. Okay, now we're ready to go on. Best to do a jump attack on those guys, because they usually take 2 hits if you don't. And we get ourselves some more Deku sticks. Deku seeds for a slingshot. Stand next to a block and you can grab it and push it or pull it. And you can also climb it if you're walking towards the block. So I just summed up on there, he said, so now we have to wait. And wait. And wait. You already told us this. That's gonna be your only problem with Navi in this game. She'll tell you stuff you either already know, or she'll kind of repeat some of the stuff that you already heard or something. Like, you know, how she just told me about paying attention to the action icon, even though she already said that like maybe 5 minutes ago. And more you guys, huh? Oh, give me more Deku nuts, sure thing. And over here, we'll just light this torch. And there we go, that's how you unlock this door. No need to worry about the other enemies. And don't walk ahead, or else you will get hit by him. So we'll just kill him with the slingshot. Now, there's eggs up here. You want to see if you can kill them before they fall down, because they're nasty enemies. That's one. See if we can get the other one here. I just barely missed. Nah, you can't. Oh, can I get the other one? Now, sometimes that's what happens. Your slingshot will go and miss and just go right through. But this is the enemy. You have ourselves a Goma Larva. So it's basically a little baby enemy. And I don't feel like walking, so we'll kill you like that. Maybe we can get his brother. Come on, I'm aiming right at it. Fine, we'll just take him out with a jump attack and be done. Now you can go over there, but you can't get in that wall. We have to actually come back to this dungeon later on when we have another item. Then we can go in that room back there, because all that's back there is another Gold Skull Tula. So if you want to get all 100 Gold Skull Tulas, you will have to do some backtracking. A lot of it, actually. So that's that. If you want to save your Deku stick, you gotta put it away before it burns out, because you only have a certain amount of time before your Deku stick will actually burn down to a crisp if you're using fire with it. But now, as you can see, we're back out in that main room. So we just basically went in a whole circle, but you needed to just so you can do this. If we were a little taller, maybe we could have just skipped that whole entire thing and just jumped up this ledge. Which I don't think there's any real way you can kind of roll yourself over here. I kind of made it so you wouldn't be able to, unless you have this block, that is. But you have to basically use this block to go back here, lay on our Deku stick, and then burn that web. It doesn't look like you can, but all you do is just use your stick, try to attack, and you will use it to burn the web. If you remember that code that one Deku Scrub taught us, the 23 number 1 thing, now is when you want to use it. So this guy's number 2. This guy is number 1, number 3. You gotta hit these guys in this order, or else this won't work. You won't be able to get through. And then number 1. How did you know our code? Well, someone told me, and it was one of you guys. One of your brothers, that is. So annoying, I'm gonna reveal the secret of Queen Goma. Why is everyone revealing secrets? I don't know why these guys are that stupid. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword once she's stunned. Oh, Queenie, sorry about that. It's okay, I just want to save my life and just give away random secrets. So now we get to go in here. I'll do this in this video. It's because it's a boss. It's Queen Goma. So you already saw what she kind of looks like. She had those Goma lavas. It's just basically those, but bigger. So if you look up, the eye is staring right at us. And, oh man, that's disgusting. Okay, Goma. So basically, when her eye turns red like that, shoot her with a Deku Seed and then just start attacking. You can also use Deku Sticks to do more damage, but I'm just gonna use my sword. That'd be a much better bet. Alright, come on, Goma. And this should be it. That was the last strike. Good. See, as you can tell, she's pretty easy. But there you go, our first boss and our first dungeon's all done already. As you can tell, this place was actually pretty short and pretty small. But we got ourselves another heart container. We're back to this, like from Majora's Mask. Heart containers will give you an extra heart container on top. Heart pieces will be in 4 pieces to give you another heart piece, a heart container. So, I think we're going to enter this light and go outside next time, because there's another cutscene coming up and I want to have enough time to show it. So, next time on Let's Play Ocarina of Time, we're going to go outside and talk to the Great Deku Tree after that curse has now been lifted. See you guys then. And look at me twirl around the room just for the fun of it.